Jesper, you haven't had much of a chance to play against your brother. It seems always something comes up, injury or whatever. In fact, you were injured in the same game in Chicago, both of you. So what's it like to suit up against your brother tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Like you said, it was a while ago, and last time he was hurt, right? And it was a while ago, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
What were your early childhood battles like on the streets or in the basement?
Yeah, we had played floorball in the basement and stuff. So obviously I'm a couple of years older, so I was a little bit early, stronger and stuff. So I feel like I won every battle down there.
See, it's funny that you say that, because I asked your brother about that, and he said someone always was running upstairs crying, and he said mostly it was you.
You said that?
He did.
Okay. That's a lie. No. Yeah, I guess he's right then. I don't know.
Maybe he just remembers select memories.
Yeah, that's right.
So Mom and Dad, I trust, will be watching tonight?
Yeah, I would say so. Especially the dad, he will stay up. Mom, I don't know, she's a little bit tired at night.
So it's not the Super Bowl. It's not Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. But who's cheering for whom back home?
Yeah, I don't know. I would say both for him, I guess. No. I would say dad for Adam and mom for me, I would say.
you would say. How nice is it for them, really, that you guys are both playing in the East? He's not in Chicago anymore, to be able to keep up to date. Is it a bit different for them now?
Yeah. I mean, we play more games, right? And we can. It's a little bit easier, right? So it's helped for sure.
You know, when you play against a friend, people always say, when we're on the ice, we're not friends. Is it a bit different when it's your brother?
Yeah, I would say so, but it's still the same. Like, you still want to win that battle, win that puck, but it's a little bit different. It's special for sure.
Thanks, Pokey. Sevi, after the way the start went in the game against Minnesota, and I know we've talked a lot about this season, but how important is that, and almost how important is a full morning skate, even though you guys practiced yesterday, to sort of get in that mindset that you got to be there right from the start?
Yeah, just our starts haven't been a good thing for us this year. We're winning games and finding a way to win games kind of later, but starts is definitely something we've talked about, trying to clean up a little bit. So if we can just come out a little better, teams are ready for us because of where we've put ourselves in the standings. So they can see our speed and skill, but they're trying to jump on us right off the bat, and we just got to be at our best off the bat and not have to ease ourselves into the game. So we'll have to sharpen up our starts here moving forward.
Do you feel that one of the areas that your opponents are really trying to attack and slow you guys down is not giving you much space in that neutral zone? It's really where you guys have really excelled in at the beginning of the year, but it seems like that's almost a focus now of your opponents.
Yeah, it is for sure. Like, teams pre-scout you, they know how you play, and they prepare themselves, and it's just like we would do for any top team in the league. We're going to prepare ourselves and try to make it the best we possibly can. And you good or what? He's upset because I shot a puck at him in practice. But yeah, we're gonna be preparing for the teams just like other teams are gonna prepare for us. So, but one thing is the neutral zone, and we do create a lot of speed through there, and hopefully we can continue to do that and find a way. If we move the puck quick, puck moves a lot quicker than players do. So that creates our speed, and then it's tough for teams to gap up on some of the speed we have up front for sure.
How much is keeping that mentality important, knowing that sometimes these can maybe feel a little bit like trap games because of where they are in the standings versus where you guys are?
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
It might not be true, I don't know. But
it's still the NHL. It's still, teams are great. Standings are what they are. Obviously, playoffs, non-playoff teams, however anybody wants to look at it. But it's the NHL. There's a lot of good players everywhere, no matter what. You're here for a reason. So we got to be prepared to play no matter who we're playing. And tonight, we can't look at the standings. We just got to go into it like another game, worry about what we do best, and take care of business on our end of things. And that's really all you can focus on. You can't worry about who's where in the standings or who's good or bad, really. That's not a case in the NHL. It's teams unfortunately go through things, and we've been through that ourselves, and we've beaten some really good teams in those years too. So anything can happen, but we definitely have to be prepared, and we're trying to win every game.
So what do you love about this group of guys, this team this year?
It's probably the best group I've been a part of, to be honest. You kind of got a good little mix of guys. You got some young guys, you got veteran guys, and we've brought in some guys who have won too. So it's just a good mix, it seems, and we have a lot of fun together. Whether it's at the rink and practice, during a game, away from the rink. So it's good vibes. Obviously everybody has their own little dinner crews they go with or whatnot, but for the most part, it's a pretty solid group. So. It's been fun. I mean, winning is fun too, right? So if you win, it just cures everything, really. So we've had some great guys around this dressing room the past years I've been here, but we haven't won, so it makes it not as fun. So I love the winning part of it, and that's what brings it.
Lindy, in recent games, how have you seen your opponents really try and clog your team up in the neutral zone, which has been one of the biggest assets for you guys getting out of there?
I think all teams, are working hard at tracking and getting people back, and the quicker we can play, the better we can support pucks. I think that's the areas we can improve. That everybody works harder for each other. You go to the puck instead of away from it, and when you're supporting it, you get better things done. Every team in this league works really hard at tracking back. You get your opportunity sometimes off of the other team creates some offense. You get a puck, you go down the ice, you've got your chance to make a special play. And I think you're just going to continue to see that the rest of the year. I think every team is honed in on what they do best and how hard they want to work. And to see the other team putting their head down and getting people back and making sure that they're not giving odd numbered, not giving up rush chances, that's just part of playing hockey.
One of the things that I found interesting talking to Brendan Smith yesterday is when we were talking about communication, he said, we can't just be communicating when we're in a scoring chance or have a scoring opportunity calling for the puck. It's almost more important when you're in your defensive zone play.
Well, I feel that's the most important part, that when you're under pressure and you don't have eyes and you're concentrating on taking a puck off the wall, or you've got somebody on your backside, a lot of times your only out is a vocal out, that you know what the play's being called, whether we're calling for a wall play, a net play, our partner's calling for it. That little bit of communication is a big deal.
Seeing Jack, I guess, participating a little bit more, is this just sort of seeing how he felt after yesterday and the progress? Or?
Yeah, Jack continues to progress. Steady as it goes. It looked good. He stayed out. He skated extra. So he continues to move along his way.
And was it just a matter of Brendan maybe not feeling right this morning that he's not going to play?
I really felt that get him another skate. We can possibly get him another practice. Depends how this trip works out. But we have an opportunity to make sure that he's feeling good, so that we're not one in and end up ending out of the lineup again.
On the power play, when Jack's good at zone entries, it's obvious, and it hasn't seemed to have been as easy. So what? Not so much has to change, but how do you adjust for someone who is out of the lineup who can make that seem somewhat effortless?
Well, again, we're going to talk about puck support and going to the puck and being in the right spot, knowing that, Jack's elite entry skill with his speed and, his lateral movement makes it extremely difficult on the opposition. And they have to be aware of the rush threat right off the bat, because if he doesn't move it, there's a chance he can walk right in. So whether it's 5-on-5, 5-on-4, it's the people away from the puck that have to support it. You have to go to it. You have to be ready. There's going to be some 50-50 battles that you're going to have to get in and win and contest to get pucks back. Not everyone can be a clean one. And I think with Jack out, your numbers are probably going to go down. But you have to be a little bit more willing to get pucks back.
7 games over the next 12 days. Obviously a hard practice yesterday, a full skate today. How do you balance the need for practice, things you want to work on, with the kind of demanding schedule over the next couple of weeks?
Well, there's nothing demanding about a morning skate. The morning skate is really just, you get the players out of the hotel, you get them to the rink, and we really try to continue to work a little bit on special teams, if you see that, and just get guys handling the puck, the passing, and if you watch the passing and you want to evaluate this morning, you don't like the passing in the morning skate. At least I didn't. So there's nothing hard about it. It's just getting a little bit of exercise. And we know we're playing a lot of games. We've talked about there won't be a lot of opportunities for a meaningful practice. And yesterday was probably one of the only dates we're going to get one.
Thank you.